Hello, chicken nuggets, and welcome to Get a Grip with me, Angela Scanlon.
And me, Vicky Patterson.
This is the podcast where we get loud about the realities of womanhood. It's been a big weekend, okay?
Apparently hit puberty as well. We dive head first in the chaos of life.
If you're sick of being told to pipe down or calm down, or dare I say it,
Get a grip. Then you're exactly where you need to be, lads.
grab a drink, clear your throat, pull up a chair, and let's get into it.
I didn't realise you'd also had a big weekend.
I did. Well, I've had a couple of big weekends on the bounce, you know.
Okay.
So I was in Ireland.
I know, I remember you telling me.
Glorious. Delightful.
I was under the impression,
Whimsical.
I was under the impression that wasn't going to be like mega boozy.
It wasn't. It was gentle. There was a lot. I would say more than anything, I had a sugar hangover actually after Ireland. And then I feel like I don't know whether it's the season or.
Oh, it's definitely the season.
Is it the season? Because I'm like, or is it, my depression lifting? I'm like, suddenly I kind of have a hunger to like be out.
No, it's 110%. It's the season, mate.
It's the season.
And like we're at the very start of it. So currently it's still exciting.
Yeah.
But honestly, give it to like, I'd say early July for me and I'll be furious again. I'll be so done. I'll have like a summer hangover.
Oh, see, I feel like I'm already there. and the thing is that I know about myself.
I know.
I am either working hard
or playing hard.
Or I'm playing hard. And I know that it's impossible for me to do both because I am now of an age. I am a responsible mother. I am all of the things. But suddenly I'm like, I will do that during the day. Freckle shoot, of course, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go out at night. Absolutely. Let's go to a bottomless brunch.
Yeah.
There's been very little space and
we're at the age where we need that space.
But also, it's good for the soul.
Babe, honestly. And I would say, just enjoy this because that's what's coming in. It's the first feelings of summer. We are proper shaking off winter.
Yeah.
The time in front of us is chock full of so many possibilities. We've all got the flavour. That's what I call it.
We've got the flavour.
We've got the flavour. We're excited.
Tell me what's your flavour. The naked bike ride was on the other day. I think that's for me the start of summer. I didn't do it.
I thought you were saying like that's for you, like walk on a date next year or something. I was thinking, fucking hell.
No. Will we set up a club? Shall we do a dance night? What about us chairing the naked bike ride? No. But have you ever seen it in real life?
Never. Do you know what? It would make me so uncomfortable.
Honestly.
I don't even look like my own bits.
But I do think there's something deeply unsexy actually about humans in the nude.
Honestly, I think, but then bike riding in particular, like I have never seen a cyclist go past and thought, oh, wicked bit of kit. Like there's something about a cyclist.
Gimpy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad because I'm sure they're just having a lovely time. But to me, it's not a sexy sport. And then...
Is it even a sport?
Yeah, I think so. Tour de France.
Oh, I know.
Fucking ask Wiggins.
Oh.
But yeah, I feel like doing that naked. Honestly, I know I've talked about this before, but that time I did that hilly 100.
Yeah, please don't say lasagna.
I'm going to, Ange.
Oh, no.
I'm going to. So yeah, the time I did that hilly 100, the only thing that protected my nun from pure annihilation.
A nun. Sorry, is a nun abbreviation for
nunny?
A nunny or a woman in a habit?
No, it's an abbreviation.
Because it's such a perverse way to refer to your fanny.
That is how she lives though. She is very nun-like.
I love that. Yeah, imagine a lad is like, I'm going to get me priest out.
Actually, that comes with its own set of fucking negative connotations. But no, she's a nun, just short for nunny.
Yeah,
but
okay.
The only thing that protected her was them fucking Kim K style cycling shorts with the padding. And I just think, I know they're not doing like 100 miles in Cornwall up a hill, but like still, I just fear for their poor genitals. It gives me a distinct lack of respect for their private parts, the fact that they choose to do it naked.
Do you know what's also deeply disrespectful?
Go on.
The fact that a lot of these feckers did it on a Lime bike.
No.
Not even their own bikes. Like the vast majority of bikes in that run were Santander bikes, Lime bikes, the other ones Forest or whatever.
No.
So you get on these bikes that everyone their granny has been using fully clothed and you rub your ball sack on them and we're supposed to pay to get back up and head to the gym.
No, Ange.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Would you ever get on a Lime bike?
No, I mean,
She doesn't do the tube.
I don't do Lime, but I can't, because when I'm in London, predominantly I'm like fucking dressed. I'm dressed to work. I'm dressed to go to a meeting. Like I'm smart. I've had my hair and makeup done, or I'm going on a night out. Like I'm not ruining that by sitting on a Lime bike.
Something very freeing about it though.
I can imagine me mate sometimes when she's running late, she's like, I've jumped on a Lime bike.
Yeah. And you got the little bit of welly in the electric thing.
Yeah.
So it kicks you up that hill.
I've got no judgment about people who do. I think they're great. They're just not for me. Although I do have judgment when you go on them naked.
Honestly.
Disgusting.
Put your nun away.
Call the police. Was there many women doing it? Because to me, this just feels like something fucking men do.
It is more lads.
Yeah,
I think it's more lads. Yeah. Because also I think maybe for women, it's the double whammy. Like by and large, if you're cycling, like the saddle is kind of masking whatever junk you've got down there. Whereas if you're a woman, you've got double whammy up top and then the nun down below, like clinging on for dear life.
Clamming. Clamming. She's clamming. I'm sorry, it's a whole fucking thing and there's just no way I would be a part of it.
I do think though, if you've got a bony arse, and I do, and I'm not proud of that, but it is like a bike. You literally feel bruised on the old butt bones.
It's horrible. How far do they go?
How far do what go?
How far do they go on their bike ride?
Oh, I'm like, what, the butt bones? I actually don't know. They do a good old spin, you know.
Say that's, honestly, it's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
And if you're old as well.
If you're old as well.
You know what happens when you get old? Boobs and balls do the same thing.
Everything's going south.
You want to be hoping you don't get your bollocks caught in your fucking chain.
Ooh.
I know.
Or the spokes of the bike. Nips.
Awful.
Jesus, Jimmy. Anyway.
So we're not doing the naked bike ride anytime soon, but you have been having a lovely time.
Having the best time. But genuinely, but I'm under pressure.
And you're feeling it already.
I'm just like,
shit,
oh
what are
God.
we, like mid-June?
It's not even officially summer, I don't think. July, August, September is summer, isn't it?
Yeah, we had
or June, July, August probably. September, October, November, into winter, January. Yes. It's summer.
Oh!
Summer solstice, wedding anniversary on Saturday.
How long have you been married now? That bodes well for you.
11 years maybe? 2014. No, 12.
How old were you when you got married then?
30-ish, 31.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations, mate.
Thanks.
Any nice plans?
A surprise plan. He's organised a surprise.
Erkan couldn't organise a piss up in a brewery. This makes me so annoyed.
I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm
naked
excited.
bike ride.
Naked bike riding. Yeah. But also it's like I fear surprises.
Same.
I long for them on one hand out loud, and then secretly it's like opening a present in front of the person who got you the present.
Of course
the fear of God that my face will reveal.
Oh, and my face would reveal. I think that's the thing. Like I always say, like, he never plans anything. He never organises a date night. But like,
I'd be afraid to organise anything for you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The level of
control,
precision.
Yeah, military precision, control. Like I don't actually want anyone to organise anything for us. Me poor hen do when the lasses try to organise that for.
Honestly. But also you just know I can't remember places to go. I have a folder in my Instagram along with 75 other folders with 3 pictures in them, and then I forget about the folders and they're too far down the like thing to
you're like,
spin to them.
Interior design. Oh, I wanted to go to Prague.
Yeah. Totally. And I just never revisit them. So I don't know where to book. I'm like at the mercy of ChatGPT.
I'm on it, mate. I'm very organised. So yeah, poor Erkan doesn't stand a chance. I don't know why I complain about that. But Roy is going for it, is he?
He's going for it.
I've got a bit of anxiety for you.
Me too. But
gonna have to train that
full day. Full day.
Got
a babysitter in. She's doing the gymnastics. She's doing all the stuff.
Everything, the whole routine.
Yeah. Then it's Father's Day on Monday.
What? Sunday. What a lovely little weekend you got planned.
Picnic. It's all happening. Freckle shoot next week.
She's busy. She's booked and busy.
She's booked and busy. Yeah.
Okay, maybe we do have to ease up on the old frivolities then.
I just think I can't have tequila at Sunday lunch.
No, fuck. But you know what? Sometimes I love a little mad one like that.
I love a little mad. But also like a classy little... You know what? I was at a friend's house the other day. Her husband got out a chilled glass out of the drawer. I think you've made it if you have a freezer that's in a drawer.
Yes.
Like a pull drawer that you like knock on kind of drawer.
I'm so sorry. Doesn't everyone have freezer drawers?
No, sorry, but not like the plastic drawer. That's when you open the door of the freezer and then you've got a little plastic drawer. But when the actual freezer is a pull-out drawer.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Do you know the one?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You're like, boom, they've got a double fridge.
Yeah.
And he had glasses in the freezer so that when the glass came out, it was like frosty.
Oh, lovely.
Tequila in.
Yeah.
Lemon. So it wasn't like a down the hatch.
No. It's a
classy mezcal situation.
It's a refined experience.
It was fucking great. But still, same effect. That and a lump of ham. Never a better Sunday. Here for it. Right, I need to go for a wee. Hold the line. I'm so sorry. I'm really so sorry.
Right, while Angela does our wee, we're going to talk about the social media ban for teens. We'll get into it after the break, whenever she comes back. So guys, we want to tell you about another podcast that myself and Angela did. We were guests on it. It was really fun. It's called Rich Beyond My Wildest Dreams.
Yep, it is all about what we would do if we won a 200 million euro millions jackpot.
Woo!
Yes, indeed. And you can find our episode on their YouTube channel now. Just search Rich Beyond My Wildest Dreams.
What ideas did we cook up, Ange?
There was a river made of olive oil.
Yes. Yeah.
I brought Enya out of retirement to sing to me.
You did. I'm pretty sure I bought some sort of very prestigious, very beautiful, very luxurious ski chalet in Verbier.
Oh, there was that.
About a 35 million price tag. Light work.
There was also a little trip to the moon. A circumnavigation of. I don't think we even went off, but we're like, ooh, it'd be nice to see us from back there.
The moon definitely came up. You, somewhat practically, definitely suggested a tunnel from London to Dublin, like a Eurostar vibe.
Oh, yeah. Long overdue, to be fair. I think we might need to pool resources for that.
I'm sure I can find someone to get in on it with her. Just search Rich Beyond My Wildest Dreams on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and all podcasting platforms now.
This episode is sponsored by The Devil Wears Prada, the musical.
Now, with the second film just being released, obviously everyone is talking about The Devil Wears Prada. Quite rightly so. The second one was amazing.
It was a whole moment. And while many of us might have seen the first movie 1,000 times, you can now watch the original story live on stage. I'm excited. The idea of them up there on stage with all the outfits, all the drama, all the tension, all the passive aggression. It's good. It's juicy.
I am such a fan of both films, but also super excited to see the stage show because it's Vanessa Williams, isn't it? She's an icon. You'll recognise her from Ugly Betty. Oh, Desperate Housewives as well. Yes. She was in that. And as well, not to make everyone a little bit frantic, but it's our final summer in the West End.
Get moving. Get this though. The music is by the legend himself, Elton John.
And of course, it is packed with designer fashion. It is just a fabulous, fun and brilliant night out.
It is at the Dominion Theatre in London. You can get your tickets now at the Devil Wears Prada musical. Welcome back.
What in the world's been going on? Who's in the right? Who's in the wrong? Since last Thursday, what have I missed? Take it away, Ange.
What in the world has been going on? Oh, I feel like I might take singing lessons, you know.
Right. I feel like you're really in this, like, oh, I could do this mood or that mood. And like, honestly, all I really want to do is fucking record this pod.
I feel like
do it.
The world is our oyster, babe. I'm in that energy.
I can sense it. I don't know why you're telling me.
Is it really annoying?
No.
A bit.
No. I like you being frivolous and fruity.
Frivolous and fruity, okay. And a little loosey-goosey.
You're very loosey-goosey today, mate.
Okay, shall we talk about...
This is not loosey-goosey.
It's not loosey-goosey. But it is good news, I think. Well, I have a very clear... Like, I whooped... I reposted on Instagram. Yep. That's my sign of endorsement.
Yep.
And so social media, the under 16s social media.
Keir Starmer spoke about it recently, about how from spring 2027, under 16s will be banned from using social media. Now, on the surface, this looks like an incredible step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And actually, I wholeheartedly agree with what he's done. It's, in my opinion, far too late. They've sat idly by on their hands and allowed far too many tragedies to happen. However, it's nice to see them doing something. I do feel like this was something that was rolled out in Australia.
Yeah.
And everybody, again, was the same as us, very excited, very positive, so happy it was happening. I've since heard that it's very difficult to police, essentially.
I mean, I imagine, like everything, it's difficult to police,
Of course.
isn't it? I think first of all, the fact that they're going, okay, social media is a problem, not like given and I don't know, part of the times that we just have to accept. Like they've said that they're trying to reduce addictive scrolling. So they're acknowledging the addictiveness of it as a thing. So putting it, I suppose, in a lineup of fags and booze and all of the other things that we know are like not good for adults, never mind children. Harmful algorithms, which again, well documented now at this stage. So like self-harm, graphic, pornographic material, bullying, blackmail, all of the kind of dangerous trends that we're aware of, but we just kind of think, oh, that's shit. It's just the way of the world.
Yes.
And so although I think the policing of it is a shit show, I imagine, and a bit of a nightmare, it's more so the labeling of it as something that needs policing or needs care or needs attention that does most of the job anyway.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
You know?
My only fear, and I say this like not trying to play, clearly trying to play devil's advocate. My only fear is I don't know about you, but when I was a teenager, if I knew I couldn't have something, I wanted it more. I don't even know if I've actually grown out of that. Yeah, to be honest.
Well, I was going to say, I don't think that's age specific. I think that's person specific because I'm the same. You tell me no, I'm like, watch me.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes you're either that way inclined or not. But
maybe it's actually just human nature, full stop, Ange. Everybody wants what they can't have.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
But like a lot of people do follow rules.
Fuck, do they? The people out there following rules.
Apparently they do.
Sad.
Apparently they do. I get excited by the idea of breaking them, but I think the reality is that a lot of people do. And that could also be like slightly ADHD thing where you're like, ooh, let's go right to the edge.
Yeah. Self-destructive.
Yeah, like let me feel something.
Yeah, anything.
But I also think the peer pressure thing, right? So we know as adults, like I do know about you. Like it's wildly addictive. I think I have a very addictive personality.
Same.
So when I'm in for good or bad. And I can like wake up at 3:00 on a Sunday afternoon and go, where'd the last 36 hours go? Where I'm literally like the addictive nature of scrolling as a 40-odd-year-old woman
is dangerous. It's scary.
Exactly. Never mind a 14-year-old who doesn't know that there are other things necessarily in the world, and the peer pressure aspect that we should have grown out of at this point. So if all your friends are doing it, then you should be doing it. I think there's a way of feeling very excluded, not just in school, if that's your reality, but also when you arrive home from school. And there's an acute awareness that everybody's on Snapchat or everybody's on whatever it is that they're doing, and you are left out of that. There's bullying that, again, it's always existed, but there was some sort of reprieve where you would get into your car, go home, close the front door, and feel, at least you would hope, safe in your home until you went back into school the other day. This is like constant.
I had the exact same thought yesterday. Like when I was growing up, obviously it just didn't exist when I was younger. And I feel like if you were having a hard time at school or you'd fallen out with one of the girls, or, do you know what I mean? Something was happening. You could always still go home and have that safe space, exactly like you say, that reprieve from everything that was happening. But now, because of Snapchat and Twitter and Instagram and all these other sort of mediums, you are reachable and able to feel all those things of exclusion and that you're different and that someone doesn't like you from the safety of your own home. And I think that is what is incredibly detrimental and problematic, the lack of break for young kids. And you know what? Honestly, I'm so grateful we did grow up in a generation without it.
Oh my God, so am I.
So great. I literally didn't have social media, mate, I started Geordie Show when I was about 21. When I was about 22, they took away an MTV and sat all down and gave me media training. And part of that was to look at this new wave of social media that was gaining popularity and pace. And they made us all get a Twitter account. In fact, I think I was literally Vicky G Shaw on Twitter for like 10 years. And then a couple years after that, they sat down and made me get an Instagram as well. Both of these things were against my will. I was like, why does anyone care what I've got to say? Why does anyone care what my pictures or whatever? And it's scary that having that mindset initially, being very hesitant, not very interested, quite disparaging about it, has now led to me being absolutely obsessed.
Yeah.
It got its hooks in.
But also,
as an adult.
And like the thing is, as an adult, you're like, oh, actually, it affords people, you know, businesses and exposure and careers and like the ability to create a business from your home as a working mother and reach people in all areas of the globe. Like in many ways, it's kind of reduced the barriers of entry for a lot of people in a way that's brilliant. But it's like you go in knowing the dangers. And I think up until now, we've been kind of skirting around said dangers and going, like as if we're all supposed to just manage ourselves and not like walk into the fire until we fucking burn.
When did you get your first social media account?
Well, I know that I got my first email.
Go on, what was your email?
In 2000, eyeballange@yahoo.com.
Oh,
after Eyeball Paul in Kevin and Perry Go Large.
Kevin and Perry.
Because I used to do sambuca shots through my eyes.
Did you?
Well, I did it once.
And that was
I wouldn't recommend it, not with unless you're wearing waterproof mascara. But it was I used to like them in my mouth as well. Sambuca shots, which was actually a much better party piece than the eye thing, because that just didn't really work.
Also, fire is cool.
Fire is so cool. I feel like so is getting your lips burned.
I think I would have really got on with young Ange.
Eyeball Ange. Eyeball Ange comes out to play on occasion. But sorry, that was my entry point in. So we're talking 2000, and then Bebo. Bebo was
I never had anything like. Oh,
you didn't have Bebo?
No,
you young little bitch.
I don't think it's about being young. I reckon some of my pals would have. I just actually didn't have much of a interest. I know. Bebo, you would. So here was like the difference. Pick me there. I didn't mean that.
No, I love that. And also, pick-me's are my favourite, by the way. When did that become a weird fucking thing? Like a pick and mix. You got to like lay there with your heart in your sleeve begging someone to put you in their bag. Do you know what I mean? Like that's vulnerability. That's power and strength.
Oh, she's really
so I love
she's really rebranding a pick-me.
I love that for you.
So go on. So what happened on Bebo?
So it was like a website.
I didn't even have Facebook, you know.
Did you?
Nah.
Anyway, Bebo, basically a website. So you had your little profile picture and then you had your like friends and you had photo albums. So you'd go out on a night out and then the following day you'd plug your digicam in and just upload 143 pictures of you in the toilet.
This feels fun. This feels fun.
Like unedited. You didn't have time to look through them. Everyone got what they wanted. You tagged them. So like, tagging was a thing, but then they'd be begging you to untag them, delete the picture, but you never would. And then you could poke people, which sounded perverse really, but like in the grand scheme of life was pretty innocent, where you would just, it was, I think, like the equivalent of a boy who fancied you.
Pulling your hair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was like slightly passive aggressive, but it was like, hey, poke. And then if you poke them back, that was kind of like a match, but it could be with a friend rather than a romantic interest situation.
So it sounds relatively innocent in the big scheme of things.
It was sweet. It was like a little diary.
Oh,
I wish
you long for the simpler days.
I lost my password. I forgot my password. I went away and then I could never re-access. And I genuinely feel like there are 7 years of my life that have literally evaporated into thin air.
Because you lost your Bebo account.
I lost my Bebo account and I did not burn them onto CDs.
Oh,
those pictures. There's like a gaping hole in my life because I don't have photographic evidence of it.
It's all up here, babes.
Up there. In hindsight, I did share one with the group recently. It's probably best for all involved that those are in a hole somewhere.
But that's sort of how I feel, you know, about a lot of my like sort of between maybe like 15 to like say 21. Obviously after that it was documented for 65 different countries to fucking enjoy. But before that, like I think of that as like a fucking golden age of my life. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll
free as a bird.
Free as a bird, mate. Like doing things I shouldn't, kissing boys I shouldn't, being places I shouldn't. That like reckless abandon and like freedom that I felt. Like look back on it with such fondness, mate. Like, I wasn't fucking bothered about what I looked like to the extent that, you know, I am now, or kids today are.
Yeah.
I wasn't fucking bothered what people thought of me, again, to the extent I was having fun. I was ultimately just living. And like, that is what social media gets in the way of. And ironically, it gets in the way of your social development as well. Yeah. Because rather than going out there and meeting people and chatting to people and having these adventures,
and making mistakes,
you are sitting inside talking. And I used to get it a lot, right, when I would go on book signings. And I did just after I did The Jungle, and for the first time in my life was opened up to a slightly different audience, a younger audience. These little young lasses would message me and they'd be like, I love you so much, blah, 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 you're my inspiration. And I felt like it was such like a beautiful thing to be that to somebody so young. And you know, I hadn't had a lot of that in my earlier career. Yeah. And I'm coming to like Southport to see you, and I can't wait. I'm gonna see. I can't wait to meet you. You're my idol. Blah blah. And they'd get there, and they'd walk up to us, and they wouldn't say a thing. They couldn't say a thing to my face. They'd stand there, and it was so bad. In some instances, their anxiety, their fear, their nerves about actually meeting us, but also their lack of like social capabilities that I wouldn't realise. I wouldn't put two and two together who I'd met. And afterwards, a message like, that was the best thing, the best moment in my life. And I'd think, was it? You're so brave and bold across here. Like, we have these conversations. You tell me how much I've helped with X, Y, and Z, your anxiety. But actually, when you meet me, you can't
express it all.
There is something fundamentally that when you're across social media, it takes away the need to build those social skills, and that's what's scary.
And it is social skill that you're not either just born with that or not. Like, I remember as a kid,
or you have to develop it, mate.
You have to, and you have to be pushed to develop that, to like look someone in the eye, to look at like grown up in the eye, to say thank you to all of those.
Can Angela come out to play tonight?
Yeah.
Is Angela there? Like, you're taking away all of this through social media, and that is scary as well. Yeah. It is stunting development, definitely. Obviously, you've got kids, 2 little girls. How does this make you feel?
I mean, relieved that there's they're taking it seriously, and they've acknowledged it as a serious issue that needs careful handling. Because I think it's easy, and I get it. We all want to, like, everyone's under pressure, overwhelmed, stretched to within an inch of their lives. You know, you're doing a full-time job, full-time parenting. Like, it's a kind of impossible role for modern parents, I think. And so, of course, they watch telly in the same way we all watch telly. I'm just afraid of them being online.
Before this came in, would you have minded being the mum who said no?
No. Like, it would be a hard no for me. I am absolutely fine with being the bad bitch in the house for however many years it takes. Because I think that, you know, there's like, of course, I want a fucking lolly for breakfast.
Yeah.
You're not having a lolly for breakfast. And that's because I love you, not because I'm trying to ruin your life.
Yeah.
So I think social media needs to be handled with the same way we would sugar. We've got to be the ones putting the bumpers in place and guiding and understanding how detrimental it is. I mean, it's really hard for me to kind of be the authority when my head is stuck in friggin' Instagram. So that's on me. But I have said, you know, like my oldest, who's 8, will say, oh, can I have a phone? I'm like, no.
Absolutely not.
And obviously, she thinks a phone's the best thing ever because I'm fucking in it all the time.
No.
So I'm like, no. And she said, okay, what about a dumb phone? I'm like, cool, when? Like, no. When I'm 13, can I have a phone? I said, no. And she's like, when I'm 16, can I have a phone? I said, no, you can't. And she was like, what if my friends have them? I'm like, I don't care what your friends are doing, hon. They're not my business. You're my business. And so I kind of feel like long term, who knows, when she's like spitting at me at 15 and I'm trying to claw back her love and affection.
Full of teenage hormones and vitriol.
I may hand her anything in order to get some love. But I genuinely think I'm quite hardline on it. And maybe that's because my parents in different things, social wasn't the thing at the time. But I remember being like, all my friends are going to book mulligans.
Please tell me what Buck Mulligan's
fucking ruined my life not letting me go to Buck Mulligan's. And in hindsight, she was right because I was too small. And like the fake ID did not get me in. And I did spend the night outside the gates waiting on my own.
Oh,
so in hindsight.
None of the girls waited, were you?
I mean, they checked in and out, but like it was babes. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. So,
bitches.
But I mean, like there were things that I wanted to do, not always because I wanted to do them on a soul level, because I didn't want to be left out. And I actually think knowing that you can be left out and it's not life or death, also fine. Like you don't have to do the same thing everybody else does. And there are a lot of dark fucking things dressed up as games, unpoliced, with algorithms that are literally designed to make kids anxious, chasing dopamine, obsessed, insecure, that then prey on said insecurities, which are rife in those teenage years. And I'm like, what are we doing? It's like handing
them crack.
Basically.
Crack. No, I agree.
Watching them consume it in front of your eyes.
I feel like, obviously, I am not a parent myself, but we're on that journey. We're hoping to be, and I feel like it is terrifying for so many reasons. The thought of raising children in this generation with so many other pitfalls and dangers that we didn't have as kids, and I hear what you're saying. Like, your kids are going to hate you at some point for fucking something, aren't they? Whether it's not letting them shave their legs, that was what I hated my mum for. Whether it was, you know, not letting you go out with your pals, not letting you have social media, whatever it is, there is going to be a point in your child's lives where they think you are just ruining their lives, right? And the fact is, you're there to protect them. You're doing it because you do know best, and ultimately they all come back. I'm speaking from a place of ignorance. I can't imagine how hard that stage must be. And, you know, but what I will say is it does feel nice to have the government support in that sense, saying, listen, it's not just me being a fun sponge. I'm not just the boring one. I'm not just whatever. This is the government telling you this is bad for you. You are not old enough to understand this. And that feels like a bit of backup in a sense. I do think it should have come from other platforms. I think it should have been like a multi-pronged sort of thing, like Instagram, social media, all those platforms should have also got involved and put more stringent and fastidious things in place. But ultimately, was that ever going to happen? Well,
currently the minimum age in the UK is 13, right? And it's effectively set by like data privacy laws. So I'm sure there are workarounds, and there are probably workarounds anyway, truthfully. But to your point, if there's a collective, we're all doing this, we're all singing off the same hymn sheet, and you see it with schools, and like Smartphone Free Childhood is an organisation that's been set up to try and kind of lobby government, but also schools, because of the fact that the peer pressure is the driving force a lot of the time. Oh, my best friend has the thing, and you're basically like killing my vibe. And I feel so. If there's a blanket kind of understanding that nobody in school has it, then you know we're all in this together.
I did hear.
Go on.
I did hear someone talk about the other side of this, which actually made me laugh. Obviously, we're all celebrating to a certain extent because finally something, however it's going to turn out, is being done.
Yeah.
But somebody said, oh, you're all fucking thrilled to ribbons, and you do understand this means we're going to have to talk to our teenage kids now, don't you?
I think it was Bridget Christie on the last leg, and they were saying this is like similar to what we've kind of been talking about. And then she was like, I think it's an awful idea. We have to talk to the little fuckers now. We're going to have to actually entertain. Has anyone thought this through? They're hideous.
It's fair enough, mate. Like, honestly. But I don't know, mate. Like, across the board, I think it's a step in the right direction.
So do I. And I think there will be the withdrawals.
Yeah.
Literally withdrawals where you're like, oh my God. Like when you go on holidays and have to lock your phone away from yourself.
Yeah.
And you're itching. It's like having the DTs. And you're like, why am I so agitated? And that kind of drive to like refresh is leaving your body, and then suddenly you're free. I think it's like a cruel to be kind situation, and like it will feel painful initially, and you'll feel a bit cold turkey, and then you'll realize you've got your fucking life back and you can stare at a wall.
Yeah, and touch grass. I mean, honestly, I'm saying all this and pontificating about the benefits and that, and I absolutely know I will be the mother who, if it wants to have a nice fucking meal in a restaurant with her husband, the kids will be getting screen time.
See, but I think that's
is that different?
Because they say like it's behind closed doors. Like you're at a restaurant, like your kid is not watching fucking porn. You hope.
I'm fucking hope.
In Pizza Express. So like, I think it's actually, there's screen time. We all watch telly. We're relatively okay, right? So screen time is telly.
Yeah.
I think it's the social aspect and the fact that predators are on there without any real, like,
policing,
and that there are these kind of like relationships that can be built, trust that can be built away from eyes of parents, intimacy emotionally that can be built, and then boom, your kid who's up there thinking they're in a relationship with a kid could be meeting a fucking pedo in Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Other restaurants are available.
Pedos do go to other restaurants, just so you know.
But I mean, that's like at the like extreme end of the spectrum.
I mean,
that's what's fucking happening. You're like, actually, it's fine. They can watch iCarly. Like, they can watch whatever they want.
Yeah.
On telly, which is essentially sorry, the tequila's leaving my system. But I imagine in Australia and elsewhere, there will be like a violent pushback from people who have had social media, let's say from 13 to 16, from like kids who have been rolled out in social media since day dot and are making a living like little child ponies. And then it's gone and they've got no control over it. If Keir Starmer came out tomorrow and said, lads, we've decided it's not just the kids. We're going to take Instagram off Vicky Pattison as well.
Just me.
Just you.
Just me. Feels bitchy, Keir. I'm not going to lie. Feels quite targeted. I'm not going to lie.
But genuinely, what would you, what?
Well, honestly, I would have to sell my house for starters because the vast majority of my income comes from Instagram. I think it's hard, mate. Like, I think I myself as an adult would really struggle. And I'd like to convince myself that I would struggle because so much of my income is wrapped up in Instagram and various different social platforms, TikTok, etc.
So practically,
I would like to try and convince myself of that. But I think I know deep down that I'm as addicted as, you know, a 16-year-old who doesn't know any better. And I think my sort of process of healing would be exactly the same. I think I'd be angry. I think I'd be frustrated. I think I'd want to hate somebody in the absence of hating me mum. I'd hate Keir Starmer. Valid. And then, I think I'd probably accept it and realize like life is probably much better when you're not
feeding the beast.
Yeah, staring at it through the prism of a social media or comparing yourself to everybody's perfect little squares of contrived happiness, you know? So I think there's a lot to be said for the age in which we were introduced to social media. But I don't think it helped us really develop any healthier boundaries. I think we're all still struggling because we're the first generation who's had it at all. I think it's incredibly problematic. I think it's bad for a lot of people's mental health. I know myself, I can log on in the morning and be feeling great, love me husband, be grateful for my life, feel like I'm exactly where I need to be. And within 5 minutes, I can feel of scrolling on social media idly, feel like I'm not as thin as I want to be. And I don't have the picture perfect family that I thought I'd have. And I suddenly feel inferior. I feel inadequate. I don't feel good enough compared to everybody else's perfectly curated squares. And I'm nearly 40. And that is something that I still struggle with. The thought that this is something that teenagers are waking up every day and dealing with breaks my heart.
And you know the reality of those squares.
Yeah.
And still, it's really hard to separate those things and not buy into the bullshit of it.
And not allow it to make me feel in some way inadequate and inferior.
Yeah.
So when you aren't equipped to deal with it, which you aren't at 12, 13, 14, whatever age, you know, where you feel everything so acutely, Ange. Like, remember your first heartbreak, mate?
Honestly.
Remember remember the rejection at the Valentine's disco. Remember those things you thought you'd never recover from.
Remember singing Bette Midler, The Rose, in the living room on Christmas Day in front of your family crying?
Yeah, I do. I remember it. Yeah, it was not just a personal experience, that one, Ange. That's really universal, yeah. But like you remember these things and the fucking stay with you, your first fallout with your mate, like they're heartbreaking. And you can argue that they're a necessary part of growing up, but what social media brings, the constant bullying, the constant sort of reminder, comparison culture, yes, like that constant. You are never prepared for that at any age.
No.
And I think the least we can do for our kids is try and protect them from it when they're young. And they should be out there getting their heart broken, or, you know, falling out with their mates, or, you know what I mean, like living. They should be doing those things. They should not be exposed to what we are now dealing with and being exposed on social media. So I think it's a good thing. For all it may be flawed, and for all I'm sure it's going to have a long tail and we're going to unpack it for years, I do think we're finally taking steps in the right direction.
Go on, lads. Well done. And genuinely well done to any of those organisations and people who've spoken out and who've really, because I think it is, you know, you're up against these giants who are so baked in and embedded into business and life and everything else that actually a world without them seems incomprehensible. So to try and take them on in any which way is like no small feat. And I think hopefully we'll all be the better for it.
Having said all that, if you are over 16 and listening to the pod, follow her on Instagram. It is at Get a Grip Love. And also, if you'd like to get in touch with her, it's hello@getagriplove.com on Instagram. And the WhatsApp is 07457 411 037. It's been a hot minute since we've had a voice note. So send her a voice note in.
Voice notes, you lazy little bitches.
Oh, gosh.
Also, we know that you little lushes are great with the reviews. Keep them coming. But you can also comment on YouTube and on Spotify if you're that way inclined. Just remember, review, comment, whatever it is.
It's 5 stars or fuck off. Bye.